Hello people, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to make this very brief. If you're working on a beaded hoop and you realize that the thread is finished, what do? So you'd have to add more thread to it. Okay, so to begin with, what you have to do is you need to finish off with the last thread. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through some of the beads so as to cut the last part off. So I'll start from here. It could go through any bead. Okay, so I'll just go through some of the beads. Now these beads are quite smaller, like I said before. Yeah, so let's go through some of the beads one by one. Okay. Yes, and then at this point you just cut it off carefully. Yeah. All right, so at this point I would have to add my new thread to it. So my thread is ready. It's now attached to the needle. Yes, so this thread is about 60 centimeters. You could make yours 40. I made mine 60. And with the first one I finished, I knew, I think I added like 4 to 5 threads. I added 4 to 5 threads to it. I remember very well. Yeah, so from the beginning you may ask how many what's the length of your thread. You would always have to add. Yes, because when you have to add everything and make it so long, your work is just going to be very difficult. So I'll teach you how to add a thread. So you can start from this part, any bead down, okay, just to make the foundation stronger. You are not for me, I don't start from here because I feel like whilst I bead, it could come off. The thread could easily come off. So what I do is that I just add bead from the down part here. I go through some of the beads and then I come from the top here and then I continue with my building. Yeah, so and then by so doing you have to leave a tail as well. I'll teach you why you should leave a tail. So now I start from this bead, then I go through the second bead. You could as well, this is not something it's not a must that you have to start from here. You can start from any bead around anyhow, just to make the beginning strong, okay, the foundation strong. That is why I'm doing so. Okay, yes, and then continue. And then you go down. I can see this place is quite stuck, so I could start from here, and then that's it. It's very simple, very easy and simple. Okay, so you see, whilst I pull, if it's not that strong, whilst I pull, it pulls the foundation with it. That's why it's important that you go around, we go through some of the beads just to make the foundation stronger. All right, so I'm going to go from here. So after building up a little more of the bricks of the beads, I'll finish up by going through with the tail. I'll go through some of the beads with the tail as well, just to finish off and then after I cut it. Okay, so you could see it's still pulling. When I pull, it pulls out, see, and this is not really safe. So I'll continue by adding more beads. I'll just finish with the first. Okay, oopsie, it's trying to tangle. I'm not going to allow this. Yes. If you want to know how I'm able to achieve this look, please go back and check in my video. I mean, there's a full tutorial that I started with how I was able to achieve this, okay, from start to finish. If you want to know how this is done, I already explained how I was able to do this. So, but this is just to teach you how to add your thread when you know. Okay, and then you finish off from here. Okay, so I'm going to pull out this. So this is my working thread. Actually, this is my working thread. I just leave this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this to the needle here. Okay, I'll do this off camera. You're welcome back. So what I do is that now it's attached to the tail of the first thread, or the tail thread. So I go through some of the beads. Okay, so this is how you add your thread, basically. When you are working on a hoop, it's obvious you've been adding thread because the threads are going to get finished. You need more thread always. Okay, so you go through all the most of the beads just to make the thread stronger so it doesn't pull out easily. When it pulls out, you should know that your work is not going to look nice. Some of the beads will come off and it's going to look wobbly in the end, and you wouldn't have a nice project in the end. So this is how it goes. Okay, as many beads as you want, and then finally you can just to make the foundation stronger. And then, so I feel at this point it's better. It's enough, And then you cut the remaining off. See, when I pull this part, I don't see this one moving. Okay, see, it doesn't move, unlike before when you pull it moves. So I'll go through one last time, and then I'll cut this part off. And that's it. So this is how we add our thread. Okay, this is how you are going to add your thread until you're able to finish or you get your desired length of bricks around the hoop. All right, thank you very much.